Welcome to the Tap Room. The greatest room in any pub is a tap room. That's where we are. Again, with me, Mick Ferry, and
me, Sam Avery.
And that's it. So the usual, let's get straight into the Premiership.
Yeah.
First.
Big weekend.
Lucky Liverpool.
Yeah, lucky Liverpool. I mean, that's one narrative. That's probably the narrative I subscribe to. But they could quite easily have 4 points right now, and they've got 12.
I know.
And you could make the argument that's just a sign of a good team, and I think there's merit in that argument, isn't there?
There is merit in that.
They've got match winners all over the pitch. I mean, even the goalie scored a couple of years ago, didn't he, to get them into the Champions League? That was a low point as an Everton fan.
Yeah.
But you've got to respect the way they don't give up. They keep going. I thought that the penalty they got was such a soft one. It was clear penalty.
It's not a soft one. I mean, it's
not a soft one.
I mean, he's going to spend the rest of his career waking up in sweats and that animal. He's going to go, one of them moments where you go, oh, God, what was I doing?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's just instincts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if he thought he was actually outside the area. He didn't realise when he's jumped.
Maybe. But they just didn't look like they were going to score at all.
They didn't. And they were down to 10 men, Burnley as well. But, yeah, I mean, you do sort of get the look of the champions as well. I mean, as a United fan, had it for quite a few years as well.
Well, exactly.
We would scrape 1-0 wins like that in a lucky fashion. Rather be lucky than good.
Is it luck? Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, if you're going to get the results.
Exactly,
and is it luck, or is it just the fact that when the other team tires, they make mistakes like that? You know, his arm goes up, or they put a silly lever foot.
Well, that's what it comes down to. I mean, during commentary, Jamie Carragher tried to change the entire Premier League narrative about Liverpool always scoring late. Nobody does it more than them. And I'm thinking, no, I think there is another team that has done it probably more than them.
Probably, I heard that, and I remember thinking, is that backed up by science, or is that just...
But he's fine. But it's something I heard Gary Neville say years ago. It was down to basically that level of sort of fitness, and eventually your chances would come. It didn't matter whether they came in the 90th minute. They would come. Something would come just basically because you'd be totally on top of a team. Constantly.
Totally. And I think the opponent is on the ropes and also is aware that they are so close to just getting a draw or squeaking a win over you.
Massive point that would have been for Burnley as well. I mean, but it's 2 weeks on the trot. Old Trafford the week before.
Yeah.
7th minute of stoppage time, penalty.
Yeah.
What's this, 5th minute of stoppage time, penalty?
95th minute. And the way that creeps into the team that keeps scoring the late goals, you get that belief, don't you? But it's also, I've seen it with my team, Everton, where you can see late goals over a run, and then you start, you feel it on the terraces, don't you? We've all been there, and you're like, oh God, no.
You can get in there, you're getting, so I mean, next week I think the bet would be Burnley to concede in 90 plus minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, if it happens again in the next few games, you're going to start thinking they're cursed.
Exactly,
as a club.
Yeah.
Liverpool was slightly. They dominated. They dominated possession.
They had all the ball, didn't they? But they weren't creating anything. And Mo Salah was, and I'm not going to criticise the man because he's absolutely been unbelievable.
He's been unbelievable, but he just seems to be off the pace this year.
Yeah, and he's had kind of like phases, hasn't he? Certainly over the last 2 or 3 years, where he's had like a run. What's the opposite of a purple patch?
Oh, I don't know. What would you call the opposite? A yellow patch?
Yeah, yellow patch. Nobody wants a yellow patch in the career, do they? Not when you're trying to have a clean sheet. But he seems to have these kind of stretches where he's very ineffective. He doesn't do anything. He gets the ball, but he doesn't have that magic that he's always got, where he looks like he can score from anywhere. And there was a game at Goodison a couple of years ago where we won 2-1, and he was just absolutely abysmal. But obviously last season he was back to the most that we all.
Yeah, the numbers. I mean, and he will still end up with the same numbers this year, but it's an age thing as well. He's getting into his 30s. It just seems like his first touch is not as confident as he won. You know, things like this happen as you get older as a player.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think he's got anything to prove to anybody anymore. No. But he'll still end up with the same numbers.
Probably. And certainly in his bank account, he'll end up with a good numbers.
Yeah, of course.
That new contract last year. And he's always on the pens. So I had him in Fantasy League, so quite relieved when he took the pen.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, lucky Liverpool. Like I said, rather be lucky than good. Well, as a United fan at the minute, I'd rather be, because we had the before we get onto this into the derby. Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, I do like as co-commentators, but when they're commentating on their own teams, I cannot stand them.
I said the same thing to my wife on Sunday watching the Liverpool game. She's a Liverpool fan, so the game was on. She was jumping around. It's very annoying. But I said, I really like Jamie Carragher and I really like Gary Neville, and I like them together. But Man United and Liverpool were on Sunday,
Yeah.
and they should have switched around the commentators. I've Gary Neville doing the Liverpool game and Carragher doing the Man U game, I think.
No, because Gary Neville tries to sort of appease Liverpool fans so much, he ends up being up the backside quite a bit, right? So I think they should just avoid them games.
Yeah. Get someone else in.
Get Alan Smith in.
Get Alan Smith in, Jesus Christ, just to bring us all down a notch. He's had a great career, hasn't he? And I'm not, I don't mean to pick apart, but he's got the most boring voice.
He has, yeah. Is it? Yeah, he's boring. It's sort of that. It's that East Midlands type, nasally, whiny type thing. But I remember him scoring with his nose. I think at Anfield in '89. I think it was.
Yeah,
was it '89? Yeah. When Arsenal had to go there and win, was it '88?
'89, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
And I'm still convinced, if you ever watch the replay, that Alan Smith, it comes off his nose. I'm telling you, that's what he scores with his nose. That's the beauty of having a big nose.
Big schnoz.
Yeah.
He's probably offside now with the way they do it. His nose.
Well, you can score with your nose.
You can score with your nose.
Yeah, they don't ever bring that in, do they?
No.
Yeah. Giroud, but he's a handsome man.
Yeah, he's a handsome man. Yeah,
with impossible hair. Sorry, I keep bringing up hair. But he's got his hair is... I once asked Ian Stone, who's a well-known Arsenal fan, I said, if you ever get a chance to speak to Giroud, ask him what product he uses in his hair. Because his hair would never move.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. It would not move at all.
And he headed the ball a lot.
He was good in the air.
Big target man.
Very good in the air. Yeah, if anybody out there that knows what kind of hair product Giroud, because he should be advertising it. Because whatever the brand is, it's a perfect example.
It will stay in place, won't it?
Stay in place for it.
You can do anything. You can win all the headers, and you.
I'll be disappointed to find out now if it's one of them hair pieces.
Oh, I don't think. I think he was pre-hair piece, wasn't he? I don't think he was
pre-hair piece.
I think because he was. When did he leave the Premier League? It was about 5 years ago. I think it was like the last 5-6 years when everyone started getting the hair done.
What do they call it? Hair solution. No,
hair transplant.
No, it's not a transplant. It's I'll think of the name in a minute, but it's a hair something or other.
There's different solutions. There's the spray-on stuff, isn't there? Which
well, this is one where they sort of shave the top of your head, glue a finger, and then cut it into so you grow the hair around the side of your.
Right.
And it does look realistic.
Yeah. I think that ship sail for me now.
I know. I won't be worried about that. But yeah, I want to know what. So I've always wanted to know what product Giroud uses in his hair. The time I saw Robbie Savage on a train and he smelled beautiful. I want to know what aftershave he uses.
Did he smell good?
Yeah. Smelled gorgeous.
And what was it? Do you think it was shampoo or just like?
No, it was an aftershave. I think it was a Tom Ford type of thing going on. And also, when I saw Jamie Redknapp at Euston Station, he wasn't wearing Skechers. I think the slip-on Skechers is a sign that that's it. Pack it in.
Yeah, well, I got some Skechers for my birthday.
Are they slip-on ones?
No, they're not slip-on because I've not stooped that low. No pun intended. But my wife got me them, and I was like, my reaction was, "Ooh, Skechers," and she was shocked that I was pleased.
Oh, really? So she's buying you?
Yeah, she was like, "I don't know if you'll like these. It's a bit it's like buying me a pipe, isn't it?" And I said, "Well, they've had a rebrand, haven't they? Because loads of young people are wearing them now." And she was like, "Young people like who?" And I gave the example of Jamie Redknapp, who's 51. So the other example was Sugar Ray Leonard, who's 79, I think.
Is Sugar Ray Leonard wearing them?
He wears them, yeah. Snoop Dogg as well, but he's in his mid-50s.
It's still bad. Yeah, it's maybe it's the. Maybe it's a Gen X version of the slipper.
Maybe.
It's Skechers. Oh, God. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, Jamie Redknapp wasn't wearing Skechers, so I was disappointed. No. And he was slightly taller than I thought he would be.
Was he? Yeah. I bet he's very handsome in real life.
He's handsome. He's a handsome man. Yeah. Well tanned and so on. Yeah, but Robbie Savage, I want to know what aftershave he was wearing.
So if you're watching, drop us an email.
yeah, please.
We want to know. We want to smell and look like you. I've already got the Skechers.
Yeah.
So it's the rest of it.
Robbie Savage won't wear Skechers at all.
Oh, God, no.
No. He would. He'd probably have studs on in real life, I reckon.
Yeah, he'd leave a footing in the post office.
I reckon he would, yeah. That's exactly the kind of player you want on VAR. We talked about it last week. Yeah. An ex-pro. Robbie Savage is perfect.
He'd be perfect.
Because he knows when somebody's trying it on and he knows when somebody's done something, you know.
He's perfect. And I think he's one of the great examples of a player who wasn't blessed with loads of ability. No. I didn't think he'd see that himself. But he put himself about.
Class of 92 player.
Yeah, oh God, briefly, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, not briefly. He won the Youth Cup with that team.
Did he win the Youth Cup? Right, I knew he was there. I didn't know he was there for that long.
So.
Yeah.
So, well on to have a good career and smell good as well.
Well, you got to smell good. Are you enjoying the show? Or maybe you're not enjoying the show. But either way, we'd love to hear from you. So drop us a line at taproomtramps@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. So how are you feeling about Amarin at the moment?
I'm I'm not one of these fans. I'm one of these fans. I'll back the manager, and always will try and back the manager. I mean, I think there's been a problem with some of the players for the last few years. It's quite clear that some of it, I'd probably not. Every case, are not good enough. Maybe attitude-wise, is not the same. But he puzzles me. We bought strikers. We've got strikers. They're not scoring goals. The stats would tell you different. Apparently, our attacking stats are better than anybody's. I know it sounds daft that, but we can't score goals. But it's his decision-making in games that does my head in. So he'll always take a defender off first and then put on another defender. He just sticks this rigid three at the back. Yeah. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah, he's very rigid, isn't he?
Yeah, but he doesn't... There's nothing like left field. You know, sometimes when you think, right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off that fullback. I'm going to put an extra winger on that side. You know, that...
Yeah, other than the Hail Mary putting Harry Maguire up front for injury time, which has paid off a couple of times.
It has paid off a couple of times, yeah. And I'm sort of glad he's not shy of doing that because apparently the long throw-in is back.
It's back, isn't it?
Apparently it's back in fashion. Was Rory Delap when you... I mean, that was a weapon at Stoke City, wasn't
100% it? 100% with the towels to wipe the ball.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You don't want wet balls in Stoke, do you?
No, not on Tuesday night.
Not on a Tuesday night. I think Amarin looks good and sounds good. Here's a question for you. If he looked like Neil Warnock and sounded like Sam Allardyce, would he still be in a job?
No.
No.
Imagine if he's... I'm trying to think if that was the other way around. No.
Either combo is terrible.
He's impossibly handsome, isn't he?
He's very good looking.
And I feel sorry for him in press conferences.
I feel sorry for him on a human level because
I just look into them deep brown eyes of his, and I'm developing a man crush on him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's a very good looking man.
And I bet he smells nice as well.
That's gorgeous.
I bet he does. Yeah,
no hint of Vosine on him.
No, exactly. But
all the good products.
Good hair, smells nice. Too many bad Porcino choices, but I'd say that's more of a European fashion thing.
That's a wider problem, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a problem. And I think Pep's with his cargo pants has probably started that. Just put a suit on or a tracksuit.
Cargo pants and boots. He looks like he's in a paramilitary or something, doesn't he? It looks like he's ready. Yeah, ready for if it's going to break out.
SWAT team.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's dressed like now. And he does that constant spitting thing, Pep. That.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know what he's doing.
No.
But he does it before he talks to people. I'll be like, whoa.
I'm a big fan of a manager getting caught on camera picking the nose. I like that.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche was a big victim of that quite a lot. He used to pick his nose and then rub his head with what was on his fingers. Jesus.
He's somebody he's one of them people in football that I think I would love to go for a pint with.
He'd be a good pint. Yeah.
I reckon it'd be a good pint. I reckon it'd be good in a pub quiz.
Yeah,
and I reckon he'd be good on karaoke. I bet he's got a couple of staple karaoke tunes.
I bet he has. Yeah, Mustang Sally probably.
You reckon? Oh, yeah, he'd do all that.
No, he'd do Deacon Blue, wouldn't he? He'd be doing Dignity. Yeah, I think. He seems like that kind of character.
Just with a tear in his eye.
Yeah,
and if anybody tried to set the mic off him, he'd chin them.
Yeah. Which football manager would you like to do karaoke with, and what song? Please email us on the regular email address.
Yeah, which is taproomtramps@gmail.com. But I reckon a night out. I'd like a night out with him and Big Dunk.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
It'd be dangerous.
Yeah,
I think.
It would be. Yeah.
I think it'd be dangerous. It'd be dangerous for anybody else.
Yeah. I would always have to stay a couple of pints behind them just to keep me wits about me.
Exactly, because you don't want to be that one where Big Dunk thinks you've said something wrong.
Speaking of which, I was at Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool a month ago and doing the regular comedy club there, and Duncan Ferguson's doing an audience with Duncan Ferguson in the main room. So we're all sharing a green room. Duncan bounces in. I'm a huge Everton fan. Loved Duncan Ferguson as a kid. I'm just beside myself.
Yeah,
can't believe it. It's proper starstruck. Get a photo with him. He's dead nice. He's doing videos for people's granddads. And my uncle lives in Sydney. And he's like that. All right, John, it's Duncan Ferguson. And sending videos off left, right, and centre. And then he leaves the room. And then someone comes in and says, "This is Duncan's coffee." And I said, "Well, I think Duncan's gone." So then someone gives me Duncan's coffee. Well, you might as well have it if Duncan's gone. And then someone says, "Duncan hasn't gone, and I'm now drinking his coffee." And I swear to God, he's a reasonable man, so I'm sure we could have worked it out. But I was terrified.
Yeah.
If he comes in and I'm drinking his bevy.
Because I know, I don't understand what's in his brain, but I think he'd assume that was some kind of alpha move from you.
Exactly.
You're drinking my coffee. Is that right?
Yeah. With your wee pinky stick. Yeah. So I was terrified he was going to have me in like some kind of headlock, but it was fine. He had gone. So
he had gone. All right. Yeah.
Still got my teeth.
Yeah, how did he smell?
He smelled nice.
Did he?
And he looked good. He looked good because he's in his 50s. Looked after himself. I think.
Is he in his 50s?
Yeah.
He's trim, yeah.
I think he's had his hair done.
You think?
I think that's what he said on stage. He'd had his
Oh,
hair
right.
done.
Oh,
He was,
people not
are,
the only one. Yeah, turkey hair, turkey teeth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saving up for my turkey teeth. Yeah. Not the hair, but
I'm gonna get some turkey teeth, but leave them next to the bed, just like I don't know, a reminder.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was when all the craze started about turkey teeth at the start. I actually kept thinking turkeys don't have teeth. What is it? It's just is this like the same thing like hen's teeth? Yeah. I was thinking, why has this become a thing? Yeah. So Derby City, what do you think about? I don't think they win the title.
City, no, but they do look better. They do look more.
They look better.
More like a cohesive.
But they're only playing United. I mean, we're easy to score against. Haaland up front, beast.
Yeah. Hungry.
He must be a nightmare to play against if you're a centre half.
He's so big and he's so fast and he's so accurate and you kind of forget.
Either foot, head, impossible angles. He's.
There was a moment in the derby where he hit the post, didn't he, from some impossible angle, and that was really.
Oh, he went. Exactly.
Because the only route to goal was the angle that he hit it at, and he was really unlucky that it didn't go in. But he's
you get pundits complaining as well that he doesn't have enough touches outside the penalty area. I don't care. If you had a striker who's scoring that many goals every year.
Oh, and his stats are ridiculous, aren't they, in the modern game.
The last 2 years at Old Trafford when Ronaldo was there, just before he became massive, huge, he was scoring a hell of a lot of goals. But you go to a game and you come back and somebody said, what was the score? You'd say, 2-0. They said, who scored? They said, Ronaldo. You go, all right. They said, did he play well? And you go, oh, really? Just had... Just had 2 touches and scored 2 goals.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's your job. Because at the other end, City have got the new keeper, Donnarumma, and people are saying, well, he's not good with his feet, but he's not bad with his feet. And he's such a beast of a goalie. And he's such a big game player, isn't he, that guy?
Of course, yeah. And you've got Ireland who defends well at corners. I mean, that's what it's doing my head in. Every corner we try. It's hard to believe we have a set-piece coach at United. But we don't have anybody who can take set pieces well. Actually, Bruno keeps taking them. His delivery is shocking a lot of the time. But Alan kept defending that near post, and we kept hitting the near post with corners. What are we doing?
Oh, is there anything more frustrating than watching a near post, a corner that doesn't beat the first man?
Oh, I think if you're getting paid $250,000 a week and you don't beat your first man, you should be fined. You should be fined $10,000 for every time you don't beat the first man.
You should have to walk home with no shoes on or something like that.
There's nobody practice. I'm just saying this as a United fan, looking at the United team, and I can't believe. I don't think any of them practice set pieces.
No.
They can't do.
No. And with the corner, though, like, what's the aim? The aim is to get into the box in some form or fashion. But you don't get into the box. It's just as hitting the first man is just as bad as hitting it straight out of play.
Yeah.
For a goal kick.
Yeah.
Because even if it becomes like quite an easy one for the keeper to come and gather, at least you're putting a question mark there. And people got to attack the ball. But that first man, especially when the first man is Erling Haaland, who's
but we've got nobody. We've got nobody. We can play it to the edge of the area. If no Paul Scholes anymore, he can volley him in.
No. But those players like that, they're once in a lifetime, aren't they?
Well, they are as well. I mean, he scored a similar goal, didn't he, for Arsenal they looked decent, Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, they look like they got goals in the side for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I think now. Anyway.
Yeah, Gigoris.
The new fella, as they call him.
The new fella, yeah.
He looks good.
Gigoris. Yeah. Proper striker's goal.
Yeah.
He scored, yeah.
Which they've lacked in recent years, haven't they? And I think last year, if they would have gone at Christmas and got a really good striker, Liverpool last season, they were worthy winners in the end, obviously, but they did leave the door open for Arsenal quite a lot last season.
We did, yeah. They had a bit of a dip at one point, Liverpool, which you thought if Arsenal had been challenging, they might have gone anyway. I reckon it's Liverpool's to lose. Relegation, United could be in a relegation battle this year.
Do you think?
Easily, quite easily, yeah.
There's a stat, isn't it, about Ruben Amorim's only beaten. He's had 6 wins in the Premier League, and 4 of them are against relegated teams from last season. So actually, you could make the case that that's going to be like on the cards.
Yeah. So anytime we play anybody, it's like Burnley at home was a 6-pointer. I mean, that's mental. It should be like that, but you're not playing well, you're going to get dragged into that battle.
True.
So
no one's too big to go down.
Exactly, that's the
all
old
those
saying.
cliches.
Did you see the freaky on goal Leeds scored against?
Oh my God, that was horrific, wasn't it? That was Sunday League.
I kept watching. I had to because I didn't know what had happened.
I didn't know how he'd done it. I don't think he knows how he'd done it. It's the angle.
You can't place that. If you tried to do that, you'd never placing it like that at all.
Defies science.
Because he's sort of like, his head comes back, it's like he's cushioned it into the
Oh, yeah. or like the football is now a rugby ball and it's bounced at a funny angle.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
94th minute.
I know. What a time. And he's what, a good 10, 12 yards out as
miles
well.
away.
Yeah, and I had to rewind it on Match of the Day a couple of times. So I thought, what's happened? I didn't know what happened.
I was watching it on my phone and I kind of went back and it's just, we've got it on the screen.
Yeah, we've got it there on the screen,
I kept going back because it was on my phone. I was like, I've watched that. Have I seen that wrong? Or I need to zoom in or something.
Yeah, we'll get to the point here on it.
I played for a Sunday League team, I think it was under 12s years ago, and we had our centre half.
Sunday League team? What, against men?
Against
men.
In
a pub league.
You know what we didn't play against men. We did play a pre-season friendly once, though, against a renowned pub that's been closed down for just being one of the roughest pubs in Liverpool, and we lost 17-0.
Wow.
In a pre-season friendly that was supposed to boost our morale
ahead
of the upcoming campaign. But there it is. Yeah.
There it
is. I mean,
is.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
What a finish.
Can't believe it. His colleagues can't believe it.
No, I mean, it's totally unlucky. I mean, what?
I think it's just hit him, hasn't it? He doesn't really know it's coming.
He doesn't know it.
And it's just cannoned in.
I don't know what he's...
It's a freak goal. Really unlucky, but yeah, we had this centre half for this team and he got the ball, he chested it, kneed it up, and then tried to pass it back to the keeper. Of course, this is pre-back pass rule because it was many years ago. Just volleys it straight into the top corner. It was up there with Van Basten's goal for the Netherlands, but it was an own goal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it.
You know why the back pass rule got brought in, don't you?
It was just teams wasting time.
Well, it was to do with Denmark winning the European Championships in '92.
Was that it?
They had Schmeichel goal because they'd go 1-0 up
and just park the bus.
But that's what Arsenal had done for years.
Yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Exactly, that's what they did. Yeah, and the games used to be quite frustrating. And the Liverpool teams of the '70s and '80s would do that as well. If they got the noses in front of the game and they weren't playing well, you knew you weren't going to beat them because
just kill it.
Just kill the game.
Especially if you had players like they had ball playing centre halves like. Alan Hansen was pretty good on the ball, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I've seen, it's funny when you watch these old clips of like the match or whatever from like the early 80s, mid 80s, and you see these back passes, and some of them are from the halfway line. They'll just think, there's nothing to do. I'll just pass right back to the keeper. He gets the ball.
Yeah,
12
I know,
seconds.
that's it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. You pass it back to the keeper. He picks it up. They don't have a count. They don't have a clock on it. They used to have a steps thing. You couldn't take more than 4 steps with the ball. But I saw footage once of Alan Hansen coming on as a sub, and his warm-up consisted of him touching his toes once. That was it. That was it. I mean, I remember being Fergie took over United in November in '86, and I remember like the following year, like springtime, before the game started, there was a few players doing sprints up and down the touchline, and there was this old bloke behind me goes, "What's he doing? They're all going to be knackered. What's he doing? Why are they doing this?" Okay. Because a warm-up used to be just kicking a ball at a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And then that would be it.
That was it, yeah.
That was your warm-up.
Go in the chippy, go in the bookies. That'd be the warm-up, wouldn't it?
Massive steak and mash before a game and all, yeah.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, so Burnley, unlucky. If you're unlucky in the Premier League, relegated, I reckon.
I think so, yeah. Leeds, unlucky.
Leeds and Sunderland could make a fist of it. I think Wolves could be dragged into this. And
Wolves were poor last season.
Along with United.
Yeah.
I think it could be down there. And then, we keep an eye. It seems we're keeping an eye on the Sheffield situation, but they both got battered again at the weekend.
Dear me.
And Wilder's gone back to Sheffield United.
So I saw a stat that Chris Wilder has been sacked and rehired as Sheffield United manager since Aston Villa last scored a goal, which is unbelievable, isn't it?
He's like one of them soap opera characters that people like, and they go, "Oh, we've written him out of the show, so he's just walked off." And then all of a sudden he comes back in the pub, turns over, goes, "Hello," and everyone goes, "Oh, he's back."
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
He's the Wixie of football, isn't he? Just comes back in. Oh, who's in the pub now?
Yeah.
But because he's been manager of Sheffield Wednesday, 27 times now?
Sheffield United, isn't it?
Sheffield United, sorry.
Yeah.
He's been back there quite a few times. They look absolutely bereft, don't they?
We do, yeah. But both clubs do as well.
Both clubs do.
I don't want it to happen, Sheffield. I don't want both of them to go down, but it is history in the making. We are watching history this season.
Massive. There's Mason Holgate's playing for Sheffield United at the moment,
right?
And he had a stinker on
Did it?
Friday. Was it Friday night? It was Friday night.
Yeah,
He
got
had
beat
an
5-0, didn't they?
absolute stinker, and he was at fault for at least 3 of the goals.
Really?
Yeah.
How come he's been moved on? He's just not quite.
He was dreadful, really, at Everton. I think probably the Championship's probably his level, but he looked like a player who, when he wasn't interested, just really wasn't interested, and doesn't close players down. You know, basic stuff that defenders need to do. So yeah, it's looking grim, isn't it?
I tell you, starting to realise how tough the Championship is. Wrexham, they've gone up there a few years with all the big Hollywood behind them, and all of a sudden now they're realising, you know,
tough.
It's tough. The Championship
so
is tough.
Different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, League One, League Two, whatever you want to say. You know, the difference in quality going to the Championship is a massive leap,
it's huge, because you've got teams who were recently relegated from the Premier League. You've got Premier League players playing
and Premier League money
and Premier League money payments as well. Exactly. How do you think about that? What do you think about the Wrexham thing, the rise? It sounds like I'm a bit curmudgeon here. If it hadn't had the Hollywood hype behind it and they'd had that rise, I'd be really pleased for them. But just something about that I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. I think I probably was totally enamoured by. I was enamoured by the whole thing though, and the Disney Plus shows really good, and when they were non-league, and the fact that they didn't get promoted the first year with the money, and then they finally did, prove that it is actually a mountain to climb to get out of that National League. I think since they've got the quick promotions, that the shine of that has been taken off, certainly for me, because it's like, well, you're not really underdogs anymore. You sort of wear the star.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
I think obviously having the money that they've got from those celebrities, it's big different from having oil money, which is perhaps gained through all sorts of nefarious means. And I think what they have done, which a lot of owners haven't done with clubs, they've pumped a lot of money into the community. And as a town, Wrexham, and I've spoken to loads of people from Wrexham, and cause it's not that far from where I live, and the idea of like that town was on its knees.
Of course,
and there's so much optimism.
Yeah, it's a bit like the local hero story. You know, that film in Scotland. It's something a bit like that.
But that said, I can totally see why everyone else hates them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate them at all, and I'm really pleased for the town itself as well. I mean, I still find it hard to believe he's bought a house there. I bet it's not in the town.
No.
I mean, I've got a gig coming up next year in Wrexham. I like Wrexham, but Wrexham's, let's be honest, it's not. Wales is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wrexham's
not sexy, but weirdly.
Wrexham's not sexy.
No. And I think that's the hashtag they use on all the Twitter posts. Wrexham's not sexy. But this was 2 seasons ago, because they just got into League Two. My wife's birthday was coming up, and she really wanted to go and see Wrexham.
Right.
Because we've been watching the Disney Plus show.
Of course, yeah.
Could I get a ticket?
No,
I couldn't.
Chance.
So I was asking everyone. I was asking people I know who work on national radio, who were asking people at the club. I was asking I couldn't get one. And then one of my mates phoned me up and asked me if I could do a gig. And I said, I can't, because I'm trying to get tickets for this Wrexham thing. And he went, oh, I know the kit man. And he got me 2 tickets, like, within an hour.
Wow.
So we got 2 tickets. We went along. We felt like frauds because we weren't fans of the club.
Yeah.
We just wanted to, like, tourism football, basically.
Did you sit there with your bag from the club shop, did you? A little carrier bag?
We did dive in there. It was her birthday.
Right.
And then we had a night in Wrexham. We stayed in the hotel. We pumping money into the local economy. We went for a meal. We're in this restaurant that night. We're bladdered at this point because we've been drinking all day. We're having a great time. We were chatting to the waitress, and she was saying, every home game now, we have Americans coming in who've flown over and stuff.
That's insane.
For the people of Wrexham, I mean, the joy and the optimism, and just on a personal level, was like really nice to see. So that's a good thing.
In the early 80s, when I was I left school in 85, but the early 80s, I used to go to United, and I got chatting to a group of lads once. They used to call themselves the Wrexham Reds. They were Wrexham fans, but they used to come to United matches as well, support United, just so they could be a bit naughty.
Okay, bit naughty.
Yeah. Because they were basically a little bit of a firm, and they were all sound lads as well. But I went to see probably about 86, 87 because of the Mickey Thomas link.
Yeah,
we went to see, was it a testimonial? I can't even remember what it was. Some charity match down at the old racecourse, Wrexham's old. I think it was called the racecourse, the old ground. Oh my God. It was as bad as Burton Park. I don't know if you ever went to Bolton's old ground.
No, I never went to Bolton's old ground.
Yeah, it was shocking. Like Blackpool's old ground. It was absolutely shocking. It was unbelievable. It was like a
wow. Yeah,
it got built like 100 years ago, not been touched like since.
Yeah, I know the score.
But find it difficult. I I don't want to see him get relegated from it. It'd be good, but it'd be interesting to see because this is going to require a bit more money and
patience as well.
Patience, because they're going to have to. They're in the Championship now. They're all of a sudden against teams that are averaging 30,000 a game regular. So there's a big revenue difference there as
massive.
well. So
they're trying to build that new stand, aren't they? They've got a temporary structure up Wrexham at the moment.
Yeah,
they're behind one of the goals. But I think
they're taking because the capacity is only about 12,000.
I think it was 15, and they're trying to get it up to, or they're trying to get it up to 15 or something like that. But it was very small. It was very. I mean, it was a great ground to visit. I mean, it's great going to a new ground, isn't it? And just seeing like,
I wonder what old Wrexham fans think. The ones who've been because. Sort of known the place, not known the place, but they've been sort of used to this is how things are.
Yeah.
Because I saw about Salford FC, a guy who'd worked there for years when Neville and so on took over. He left.
Right.
He said I didn't want this. He said this is the reason why I didn't support United or City. He said this was at the bottom of my street. It was a local club I could get involved with, and
it's funny, isn't it? Because like no matter what you give football fans, there's always some who aren't happy, and I totally respect
exactly.
that.
You get. I mean, City fans who are my age still lament about the days when they were in League One and that. They're going, oh, it was better then when we were travelling up and down and going to Macclesfield. You go, no, it wasn't better.
Was it? Or were you just younger and your knees didn't hurt in the morning?
Yeah, exactly. You were younger and you're on a sesh all day and you're having a good time in a small town somewhere. That's
and wake up the next day feel fantastic.
Exactly.
Rather than now where 2 pints will kill
you.
No,
I think Wrexham will probably make a fist of in the Championship, but I think it's going to take him a few years to.
Yeah, and you could make the point that if it takes them a bit longer to get into the Premier League, if indeed they get that far, it's a better story. It shows that it's.
Of course, it
hard.
Is. Yeah.
It's not just you don't just click your fingers and fly up to the top division. I know there has been teams in the past, haven't they? I think Wolves in the 80s, the successive relegations, and I'm sure they kind of came up very quickly back to first division as it was then. But it's hard to do, especially nowadays with all the money that is flying around in those top 2 tiers.
Well, you ever need tickets for Wrexham again? I've got Ryan Reynolds' number. So.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah. Good. Okay, I'll drop you a line. I haven't got your number though, so that's the problem.
I wonder what he smells like, Ryan Reynolds.
Rich. Money,
it's gin. Was it the gin company he sold?
Was it gin or was it vodka? I think it was gin.
It was gin, wasn't he? He made something like $1 billion off it. Or something.
Yeah, he's a smart cookie, isn't he?
He is.
He knows what he's doing. He's not just handsome and talented. He's very clever.
Yeah, can we find out where Ryan Reynolds got his money from? It'd be great if it was gun running.
Selling pirate DVDs.
Yeah, it was Aviation Gin. There we go.
That was it. Yeah,
$610 million. $610 million. He sold it for. Wow.
So obviously, in the old days, they would have probably won the Premier League by now because there would be no financial restrictions, and he could have just bankrolled everything like
Jack would have been able to do. Yeah.
So,
didn't George Clooney sell a tequila company for $1 billion?
I think this is all leading.
Why is George Clooney not getting involved in football?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, by Everton. I think it's all leading towards us.
$1 billion. He sold it to the same company for up to $1 billion.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Involved initial payment $700 million. So
we're in the wrong game, Mick.
We are. I know we need to get into spirit. I mean, instead of drinking in pubs,
brew our own ale,
brew our own spirits. So I'm trying to think of a club George Clooney would be ideal for. Somebody who's in.
Well, he's very attractive. He's got good skin.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's got. We saw Ryan Reynolds. Hollywood is like Wrexham. So I'm thinking. I mean, I'm from Oldham.
Okay.
Oldham Athletic.
Yeah, maybe Oldham.
Yeah.
What Crew?
Crew. Oh God, yeah. George Clooney Crew.
Well,
Blackpool. It's got to be Blackpool.
Wow.
George Clooney taking over Blackpool.
What? I suppose what's the most unfashionable club?
Oh right.
I mean, Grimsby's got the way grim in it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could go to Grimsby. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Fish. Is
there
a fish link with George Clooney?
Has he ever done anything about fish? He must have done a film about fish.
He must have.
Didn't he do a film once where he was on a fishing vessel called The Perfect Storm and it sank?
There we go.
Maybe that's not a good advert. That's not good advert.
Not a good analogy.
Right, yeah, okay. So, Ryan Reynolds, so let's get George Clooney a club.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of others. The Tom Brady, he's invested in Birmingham.
That's right, yeah. And what's the one in Burnley? There's NFL guy invested in Burnley or something.
Is there?
Yes.
Right, okay. So it's all happening. There was rumours that Khloe Kardashian was going to buy Everton before the Freaking Group took over. And we were all like, that'll be interesting, won't it?
That would be fantastic, yeah. just before kick-off, you'd have to post for your TikTok photographs.
Yeah. And instead of Z cars, they play some kind of R&B. All the players have to shake the booties.
If you had one of the Kardashians as the owner, that is when you need to pay up. That's when you need Daesh back.
Yeah. Christ. Good at the back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Wrexham struggling with it, and then going on to the. I don't know. We were talking last week, the Women's World Rugby Cup. So I think the semi-finals. Can we get the finals up for the Women's Rugby World Cup? Because I think England battered Scotland, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think is it New Zealand still the favourites?
Yes, they are. Well, they're the reigning champions, aren't they? So the semis are New Zealand against Canada, and it's France England. There we go.
Where's this tournament taking place?
It is in the UK.
It's in the UK.
I thought it was in the States. It's in the UK.
It's in
yeah,
the UK. Okay.
Because I think the tickets were the final Twickenham sold out before any other games. So.
You ever been to Twickenham?
I've gigged in the area.
I've gigged in the area.
I'm not
hot mix in your area.
It's you must go. Yeah, it's great. The rugby's great. But people in the big 4x4s with barbecues before the game and all
Did
that.
they do that?
Apparently, yeah. That's what I've been told.
Parties?
I don't know.
Very
So what you call it? A tailgate
party.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful.
For me, tailgating is sneaking through a turnstile.
Oh yeah. Or moving right up the arse of somebody in front of you in the car. That's what it is.
Get out for free.
Exactly. No, I've never been to Twickenham itself.
No.
Have you?
No, I haven't been to Twickenham, but I have been to rugby league. When I was a kid, I went to watch Wigan against Widnes.
Right.
And it was fascinating because I was used to going to Goodison where the language was toxic.
Yeah.
There was a lot of swearing, and as a kid, I loved it. But there was no swearing, and maybe that's changed nowadays. But
you hear swearing at it, but yeah, rugby fans are not like football. I've been to a lot of rugby games in the past. I used to go and watch Oldham quite a lot. But
someone called someone on the pitch a big wet Nelly.
Right, there you
and
go.
I was like, that is shocking.
Yeah,
big wet Nelly. It's amazing.
But again, there's respect. But yeah, rugby league, it's got good following, good crowd as well, and summer league as well. Yeah, maybe not as competitive as it should be, but you got the same sort of top teams year in year out doing it. But just look at the football situation here. This is exactly the same.
I think most sports, at some point, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? One of the things that I do enjoy very much so in the rugby calendar, as a broader sense, is the British Lions. And obviously, that was a few weeks ago, but when they won that
the British and the Irish Lions.
Sorry, the British and that. How do the Irish feel about that?
Well, they used to just be called the British Lions.
With Irish people playing?
With Irish people playing, yeah. So it's the British and Irish. Yeah, so there's a bit of an improvement, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, 600 years of hurt. So
harder to chant, though.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Britain and Ireland.
But arguably the last 10 years, the best Lions players have been Irish players.
Right.
In my limited knowledge of the game, I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. I know people, I can imagine it's a spectacle. It's quite a sporting spectacle. It's fantastic, but yeah, it's not. I wouldn't set my alarm clock to be getting up at
I wouldn't get up.
Time
I've got a mate who moved to Melbourne. He's from Liverpool. He moved to Melbourne 25 years ago, and since then he went to the World Cup final in 2001 when Johnny Wilkinson scored that last minute goal. He was there, and he went to the recent British Lions game. Where they beat Australia again in the last.
Well, they had that in the MC. They had it in Melbourne because Melbourne's a league town. They're massive rugby. Yeah, massive rugby league. They don't really do union there, but they do a lot of sport.
120,000 capacity.
Yeah, it's a remarkable state. I did a tour of it when I went there.
Did you?
Yeah. It's incredible. It's insane.
I watched the Boxing Day Test there in 1995.
You were actually at the test?
Yeah, I was at the test. And England got absolutely battered. Shane Warne got a hat-trick. And I saw Mike Gatton in the nets outside.
Wow.
And I was 15 or 16, and I didn't really appreciate it for the unbelievable experience.
That's always been a dream of mine, that, to do the Boxing Day Test there.
It's one of mine, because I feel like I haven't really done it. Yeah. I was young, and I was just like, it's all right. Yeah. And my dad bought me a pint, and I was 15, so I was like, I was a bit squiffed. You know?
Yeah, we had quite a poor test team then.
Terrible. And
mid-90s.
Got battered.
Yes. Who would have been captain then? Atherton?
Was it Atherton or was it Gatting? No, Gatting was never the captain, was he?
I don't think Gatting.
I think it must have been Atherton. Yeah.
And Gooch early 90s. I think it might have been Atherton at that time. Yeah. Yeah. What was? I think did we lose that? I don't think we won it.
I don't think it was a whitewash, but I think it was 4-0. Was 4-0 class as a whitewash? I think it's got to be 5.
No, it's got to be 5, hasn't it? Yeah.
There's only been 3 whitewashes, and they've all been Australian.
They've all been Australian, yeah.
That's one of my great regrets that we've never whitewashed.
Well,
them.
yeah. Well, I mean, we had a chance over here under Cook when we won the first three, and then we see now that's Australia. They win the first three, then know they're going to make sure they try and win the next two. But we seem to take our foot off the gas with that.
We do.
And you think, no, pound them,
grind them into the dirt.
Exactly.
That's the phrase, isn't
Destroy them.
Destroy them.
Yeah.
Humble them.
Yeah, exactly.
Send them back to their families.
Yeah.
Weaker as men.
Because I mean, I love Australia's attitude to sport as well.
Totally.
And they are the worst winners in the world.
They're terrible. And terrible losers as well.
Exactly.
But there's a part of that which is that means that you put it all on the line, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's I think, I mean, sporting contest between us and them is absolutely superb. But I'd love to do the Ashes. Yeah,
I'll be setting my alarm for some of that. That's one of the few things I will.
Well, I will do. Yeah. I mean,
I'll stay up late and then I'll get up early.
The only problem is now it's on TNT.
Yeah,
the coverage is terrible.
The radio's good though, isn't it?
I know, but the problem is you have the radio on because it's out of sync with what's happening on the TV.
I synced it up once. It took me about 6 overs, and I synced it up.
Really?
Perfect. And then there was something like, when you get storms and there's like the telly sort of jumped. I was like, it's out of sync again now.
Yeah, remember that on the old tellies you could tell when somebody was getting a text message.
Oh yeah.
The TV go
Basically,
yeah. He used to interfere with the telly.
Like the start of Bonanza.
Yeah. So Women's World Cup rugby semi-finals Saturday, France England at what did I say? 3:30 kickoff. Yeah. And then New Zealand Canada the night before. Canada.
Yeah. Canada's a strange country, isn't it?
Apparently, rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in North America.
Yeah,
I think it's. I think the problem is with American sports is why they're not taking off so much elsewhere is the equipment that is required.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It's loads of equipment.
Yeah. Like think of ice hockey. You don't just need the equipment to wear. You need actual ice.
Yeah. Exactly. You need ice. The only game where you don't really need equipment, you just need a ball, is basketball.
Basketball.
You get a hoop and a basketball, and that's it.
Even then, the hoop's quite useful.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why football's great. You just need a ball, don't you? A ball. Need a ball. Or even a ball. We used to play with like a bottle of Coke, an empty bottle of Coke.
Yeah.
Or like a 2p coin.
Yeah.
You're kicking that around the playground.
Yeah.
So it's America's a funny place for that, isn't it?
Big piece of chalk we used to draw on walls, trying to draw goals and that. Yeah. But you'd always want the tallest kid to do it, so it looked like a proper goal. Yeah.
Give it a 3D. Give it some depth. Give it some nets.
Yes, used to do that. And then the other thing that happened this week, I don't even watch the T20 against South Africa.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it was the fastest or
it's the fastest 100 in England. It's the highest score by any test playing country in T20. We just battered them.
Yeah.
It was an assault. It was
something like 29 ball 100 off, was it?
Yeah, it was a 30 odd ball 100.
Real that.
It was astounding, and Butler was going well as well before he got 89 before he was basically an assault.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? When the batsmen come out and really attack, it does feel like it's an absolute. Considering it's a non-contact sport, it feels like people are getting punched in the face.
Exactly.
And it's when I was a kid, I remember my dad talking to me about like one day cricket and like if you needed to run a ball, that was doable. A run a ball now is like
really exactly. Low, run a ball, that's only. You know what? That's not even considered. That's 100% strike rate. It's not even considered that good.
No,
they'd rather you come in the middle order and get a quick 24 for like 12 balls and then be out rather than hanging around.
Exactly. Yeah. Rather than bedding in. I mean, those players from years ago that had to bed in and find the groove. None of that. You just.
I mean, one of the bowlers who bowled was a Rabada. He's no monk. Fantastic bowler, but they got taken to the cleaners. That was it was bad. And then we just demolished them with a ball as well. We took like 2 different wickets. It was actually. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, it was like England were playing on a completely different surface.
It's weird. You get that sometimes with T20. I mean, more so with like one day where you don't know how much what's the par for this wicket, but with T20 sometimes like.
Well, Lancashire got beat as well in the finals day in the T20 finals day. By Somerset, who made the final 3 years on the trot. But so Salt and Butler were playing for England day before. They played for Lancashire, but they didn't play in the finals day.
Right. So is that like because to play 2 days running, you do that in test?
Well, yeah, but I mean, T20, does it affect you?
You're not even...
Yeah, I was surprised you weren't even in the lineup. I mean...
Because the games are like 2 hours long. You're fielding for half of it.
Yeah.
You're not even batting for the other half. You're batting for whatever you're batting
for. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then you're done, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it... American sports, like basketball and baseball, they play like sort of 3 or 4 times a week, don't they?
Oh, we do, yeah. I mean, baseball does. I mean, they have 160... games or something in the season
over a short space of time.
Yeah. They start in April and end in September. Yeah, they do, and they have these series games. Sometimes to make up games as well. If they've lost them because of weather, they'll play a couple of games in a day.
Really?
Yeah,
they'll play twice in a day.
Yeah.
Wow, God,
easy. Yeah,
it's a great day on the sofa, that isn't it?
It's brilliant.
If your team's playing twice,
of course, can you imagine that? Yeah. But imagine getting battered twice.
God, yeah, actually. And there's been times.
Yeah. I mean, because these times it's like after Sunday's game, it was like, I'll turn the telly off. I'm not going to think about United now for a week. You know what I mean?
No, you've got Arsenal in 20 minutes.
Oh, God, can you imagine
Arsenal are waiting outside, like those 5-a-side pitches. Have you finished?
Yeah.
You need to come on.
Yeah, winner stays on. Winner stays on. Right, the other big news, obviously, last week was the protest march. What did they call it? It was Unite the Kingdom?
Unite the Kingdom. Yeah, they come up with a different title every time, don't they? And it doesn't seem to kind of make sense to what they're trying to do. But I suppose, it's all about PR, isn't it? And what the message they're trying to get across. And I think there was a big anti sort of protest march against it, wasn't there? And
there was, yeah. There was a few. I mean, it's hard to know what some people are saying there was 1 million people in the streets. Some are saying it's 100,000. There was a lot of people anyway.
There was a lot of people, and I think people are very unhappy, aren't they? I think the problem is there's if you're marching with a decent percentage of the people marching seem to have quite a lot of noxious, hateful, divisive chants that were going on, and
yes.
So if you're trying to go on a march like that, and we all have the right to protest in this country, just about, and that's a good thing. I think that's important. But I think if you're going to go on a march like that, if you're not aligned with the views of the people who are kind of spearheading it, some of the kind of big influencers that we see all over the internet, I think you've got to really think about, well, who am I standing alongside here, and is this what I want to be kind of judged on?
No, it's a difficult one because there were people. On that march, a lot of people as well on that march who got genuine concerns about the way the country's been run and the government, and
as we all have.
Of course we all have. But as you said, there are certain people on that march as well whose views are, for I wouldn't say nefarious reasons or what, quite extreme,
very extreme.
So it's a weird
time because also a lot of the extreme views there's an attempt to water them down by using fluffy language and turn them into something that's perhaps less extreme, and therefore normalise these quite hostile views. And I think that's a dangerous point that we're at. And people have done that throughout the years, and kind of links to the assassination of the Charlie Kirk in America, Kirk, where I don't think most people in this country had heard of him until he was shot, but now everyone's taken a side, and a lot of the people defending him, and obviously what happened to him was terrible, and that should never happen if you're voicing views and voicing opinions. But a lot of what he said, I personally disagree with, because it was very divisive rhetoric that he was using, but he was very well dressed and he was very eloquent, and he said things in a way that you kind of go, that's a nice sentence.
Yeah,
that's a complex sentence that's well put together, but actually at the root of it was kind of quite divisive.
Yeah, he was, and I mean, awful what happened to him, especially his family being there. It was awful, but his views were divisive, and people were saying at the time as well, "Oh, it's a free speech issue." You go, fine, it is, but then anybody who countered an argument online saying they didn't like the guy was hit with abuse, saying you can't say that. You're thinking, surely that's the same free speech issue that free speech. I'm all for it. But I think you've got to be responsible as well with your speech. And I always think if anything you say can lead to somebody else getting hurt, then there's got to be some guidelines. There's got to be guidelines or some restriction on it.
Yeah, and it's free speech. It's not just consequence-free speech, is it? It's like you've got to understand that what you say may be disagreed with. Yeah. You've got to understand that if you say something inflammatory, there might be a barrage of things coming back at you. And also, if you say something that's gonna, like you say, incite violence or incite even worse, then there's got to be guidelines for that.
Rwanda, they have free speech on the radio years ago, and it led to a genocide.
So there you go. And now Arsenal are saying, visit Rwanda. So, but that's their right as free speech.
Arsenal are saying visit.
Well, not Arsenal saying that, sorry, for legal reasons. Isn't that one of the sponsors that comes up? Visit Rwanda.
Is it
in the Emirates?
Visit Rwanda. No way.
And everyone's going, why? Why would we? Especially when they were trying to send migrants to Rwanda.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Seems odd.
I didn't know. So Arsenal being sponsored by the Rwandan Tourist Board.
They must be, yeah.
Or is it because since that deal went down to send people back there, Arsenal have picked up, like, they got it for cheap?
Oh, maybe they got that. Or maybe they get first dibs on any Rwanda.
Oh, I know, yeah. Visit Rwanda is Arsenal.
Yeah.
Tourism partner.
And its first shared sleeve partner. Yeah, interesting choice that, but I suppose,
Visit Rwanda. Okay, fine, fair enough. Hey, listen, if you wanna go on holiday to Rwanda, it's just something that never crops up. And we're talking about a family holiday next year, and Rwanda's not. I don't think it's been mentioned. No. I might have to address that in the next.
Throw it into the mix.
I'll put that in the family WhatsApp group. How about Rwanda?
We've got Anglesey, we've got Ibiza, or there's always Rwanda.
There's always Rwanda. Can you do a quick Google on how much of a flight is to Rwanda?
Well, you get smuggled there, don't you?
Well, you can apparently. Yeah,
you can get people smuggled.
Yeah, under the last government, you could have just taken them free of charge.
Yeah,
but, I'm thank you for raising that because I have no idea that.
I think the problem with people smuggling, from a family holiday point of view, is that you do have.
It's expensive.
You do have a luggage restriction.
And there's no direct flight from Manchester. The cheapest one there is 3 stops. Wow.
I don't know much about Rwanda other than it's probably not a place that's on my list to visit. And maybe you're from Rwanda listening to this.
Oh, it's got a bit cheaper with just 1 stop there, but £632 return.
I mean, we live in the world of social media, Mick, and I've got to say, if you took the family to Rwanda, that would make great content, wouldn't it? And we could do a GoFundMe to get you out of prison.
Listen, we might be doing Rwanda a massive disservice here, and there might be people angry.
Do you know what?
It might be a beautiful place.
Might be. I'm going to do some research.
I've got to do. Yeah, it's just an odd one. I didn't even know that was. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of other maybe problematic places around the world that could do.
Where was the Khmer Rouge? Was that was in Cambodia, wasn't it?
I was in Cambodia.
I think Cambodia's actually
a tourist
place now, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it is a proper touristy place. Yeah.
I mean, North Korea.
North Korea. Yeah, visit North Korea.
Visit North Korea. Only need a one-way ticket.
Chelsea, visit North Korea.
That fits for me.
Yeah,
that works.
That works. Yeah. I think United at the minute will be visit Rill.
Keep it real.
Yeah. Keep it real and keep it.
That looks very pretty.
Oh, it does actually.
Doesn't it? Yeah. It looks like something from the Ewok village.
It does actually. That is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
That's the best lodge.
The Wilderness Bisate Lodge.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we are doing them a disservice. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe we should do an episode from Rwanda.
I mean, wow. All right.
Very pretty. Okay.
You're okay.
Consider
all
myself.
Yeah.
My preconceptions question there.
Yeah. I have friends who started going to Albania a few years ago on holiday, and it's beautiful. Apparently, yeah, because it's all part of the same course as Greece.
Yeah, right next to Greece, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just think of Albania, and you think of qualifying groups for England. That's
qualifying groups for England. And Norman Wisdom.
Oh yeah, is he from Albania?
No, he's not. But he's an idol there. He's an icon.
Is he?
There's a statue of him there.
Why?
He visited. So when they were under communist rule, the only films they showed from the West were Norman Wisdom films.
Really?
And part of the reason for that is because Norman Wisdom always played this little guy who took on the corporate guy and won.
Right.
So he always beat the boss, Norman Wisdom.
David and Goliath style.
Sort of, yeah. And there's a story that when he went to visit there years ago, there was like 250,000 people waiting for him at the airport. Yeah. I think he has got a statue there as well, yeah.
It's amazing.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, but friends have been going to Albania the last few years, and they say it's absolutely brilliant.
There we go. I mean, so we're going to be launching...
there's a statue of Norman Wisdom.
In Albania.
In Albania.
You would have thought it. Better than the Michael Jackson statue outside of Craven Cottage.
Oh, he's unreal, that is. What was that?
What were you thinking?
Well, everybody thought it was Nani who used to play for United. Yeah. When you first saw it, you thought, why would you put that? Yeah, it was.
There was a spate of terrible statues, wasn't there? There was a Ronaldo one.
The Ronaldo one. It reminded me. You know what? You know what was better than the Ronaldo one? I don't even remember the song from Lionel Richie, Hello, when the blind girl did a statue of him.
Yeah, I remember.
She was blind, and it's miles better than the Ronaldo.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because Ronaldo looks like he's melting in that.
And he was very diplomatic about it, very kind of.
I wouldn't have been.
No,
I would have said, Jesus, do I look like that?
Unless the artist was making some statement on that. Yeah, we've got it there. Like, I mean,
wow. Yeah, he looks like wonky.
It's what? I mean, there's a good one there of him. Yeah, but that. I mean, you look at that, and you think,
if he was on Sesame Street, it'd be good.
Yeah, exactly. Or it was in what was it? We used to send in your artwork to
Tony Hart.
Tony Hart, yeah. He was sent. This one was sent in by John, who's age 10
and blind,
lives in Ipswich. But I mean, but surely there's somebody in your studio. Be looking, who's going, hey, listen to me, Ronaldo bust. What do you think? Surely somebody's got to go, mate, she left you again.
Taking the kids and I've not got the cheeks right.
Exactly. I mean, that was horrendous.
I think in the age of 3D printers, there's no need for people to be making bad sculptures anymore because you just scan some sort of, the amount of video footage of Ronaldo, you surely scan it and then just print it out and then...
3D meat now, 3D steak.
Yeah, I don't like the look of it. I mean, can you eat it?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know, but it's protein. It's meant to taste all right as well.
Is it?
Yeah, 3D
it's probably better than a ham I buy an Aldi, to be honest.
Try and get an image up before we go on the 3D steak, 3D printed steak, which is... We're getting to the age I always wanted to live in, the Star Trek age.
Oh, with
the food replicator.
Oh, yeah. Earl Grey hot.
Yeah.
So how do you have to put the... I mean, it does look nice, but how do you have to put the ingredients in?
So it's fat, blood, they use ingredient, and then... There you go.
I'm not sure.
There you go, look at that.
Sound of that. So you put the fat and the blood in one end.
Well, yeah, they just...
And then...
But if you look at that, it looks like Wagyu steak, actually, there, isn't it?
It does look pretty good.
It does, doesn't it?
How much is it? I bet it's expensive now, isn't it?
It's completely plant-based as well.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Wow.
Okay.
As long as it's got the flavour. I don't mind. I'm not a veggie. I'll eat veggie food. But if you're going to do a burger, make it taste like a burger.
Yeah, make it taste like murder.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to taste someone's pain.
I want to taste the suffering.
I want to know it out of the face.
Yeah, but it does look good.
It's vegan bleeding burger.
Yeah, fat, blood, and muscle. Oh,
which was
that's my Tinder profile. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Is that a 3D printed burger?
It's a vegan burger that's so realistic it actually bleeds.
I mean, that's phenomenal.
Wow.
What a world we live in.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's impressive.
And the only way they can make it more realistic is as soon as it touches heat, he goes... like them old bears that used to bend them over, they used to growl. Wow, vegan. I tell you what, do the best vegan burgers, but I hate going in there, is Burger King.
I've never had a vegan burger in Burger King.
They're vegan burgers. They're plant-based ones. They're probably the best out there.
Good?
But I don't like Burger Kings. Burger Kings are always dirty for some reason. I don't know.
They do feel a bit grotty, don't they? A bit sort of minty, a bit like the counters are just very old and tired. And
I loved KFC for years for the fact that they just refused to do any kind of veggie option of a chicken burger. I mean, they've got one now, I think. I think they've got a veggie one, but it used to be just chicken.
You've got to respect that.
Well, you do, yeah.
Inclusion, it's on the sign, mate.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Excuse me, just sell bean burgers. It's chicken.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, yeah, they've got the, there we go, the vegan burger. And it's got the 11 herbs and spices.
Yeah. I mean, they can be quite nice, can't they?
And zero chicken.
I quite like the corn mince that you can get.
That's good.
That's nice for
that's
like
all right,
spag bol and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Corn sausages. I think being a vegan now versus like 20 years ago.
Oh, could you imagine?
I mean, I don't know how they did it like 20 years
exactly.
ago.
I mean, like a vegan Doc Martens now. Great footwear, but 200 quid.
Oh, very expensive.
Yeah.
But everyone's wearing them.
Well, so there's an argument as well. So I've got friends who are vegan, and they've got this cut-off point. So they'll wear old leather jackets or old fur jackets, but they say, because they have got an argument saying there's nothing that can be done about that now. So, but it's also recycling as well. So you might as well, But
you could say that about any sausage.
Well, of course you could.
Yeah. Well, it's been made.
Well, you could say, well, it was a 20-year-old cow.
Yeah, only eat meat from cows who committed suicide.
Or have died of natural
been hit by a car.
Died of natural causes. Yeah. Well, there's what they call freegans, aren't they?
The roadkill guys.
The freegans. So anything that falls off a tree or has been killed by a car, a vehicle, or a .22 bullet from from a rifle, just with a really clean headshot.
Just as long as it's clean.
Yeah, as long as it's
I wouldn't want to eat roadkill though.
Well, there is a law, isn't there? If you knock down a deer, you can't take it, but if you're the second car along, you can take the deer.
Is that a law?
Apparently, yeah. But you've got there is one. I don't know if you've ever seen the damage a sheep causes when somebody's hit a sheep. You know, you get the big sheep.
Oh, do they just explode?
Well, no, they cave in the front of your car.
Do they?
Yeah, but then you have to pay the farmer then for the sheep. The price of the sheep. What's the average price of a sheep? Sorry, I can't. Oh God! Don't show us a dead sheep.
Oh Jesus! I don't want to eat roadkill badger mince.
So average price of a sheep, £300 to £400.
129. Oh, yeah. In 20.
Oh, you can buy like yeah. Well, you know what? You just buy him a lamb for
a lamb.
You buy him a lamb for £100 and say, "Here you go, start again."
There we go. Give it 2 years. You'll be
badger-faced ewes. What?
Badger-faced ewes.
But being called badger-faced sounds like an old insult.
It sounds like a
hey, I was out with him like a real badger-face.
Or a noughties indie band.
Yeah, badger-face.
Badger-face playing with like the pigeon detectives and people like that.
I thought they were a lot more expensive than that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So did I. I might just start knocking down sheep.
I think so. Well, isn't it nice to find something that's inflation-proof?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
in the age where everything's costing more.
I know, but see, you know what's annoying? So you can buy one for £160, a lamb, right? One of them badger-faced lambs. Try and get a piece of like a lamb in the supermarket. Cost you like 40 quid now, 40 quid now. It's incredible.
Yeah, just go direct to source.
Exactly, yeah. Just knock them down. Well, don't knock them down. I'm not advocating knocking them down.
No. Just,
I mean, you need an off-road vehicle.
Kill them responsibly. Don't. If you've hit them, reverse over them to check. Yeah. That's the idea.
What's the leg? So that's 25.
25 quid, leg of lamb. So,
Wow.
4 of them, 100 quid, 4 legs.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got the rest of it as well. You've got the shoulder. You've got the
fare.
You've got the liver.
You've got the horns.
The
head.
You've got the face.
You've got the memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Listen, we're not advocating killing lambs, so don't be emailing and bleating about it. Hey, come on. Go on in.
Boom, boom.
Right, well, let's wrap that up there then. I said get in touch, taproomtramps@gmail.com, and see you soon.
See you next week.